Warning, warning. Proceed with caution. Hazardous conditions ahead. Slippery when wet. Watch for falling objects. Prepare yourself for entering the mind and thoughts of Mark Herbert Schmidt. 20 minutes to leave your mark.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to the episode of Full Body Cast Presents. You know, we haven't done this one in a while. 20 minutes to leave your mark with Mark Herbert Schmidt. Yep, there you go, Mark. And but we're gonna shout out the sponsors first and the Patreons and everyone else in the world. Just thank you so much to. And by the way, November 17th. This airs before that, which I think it will. This Friday, Full Body Friday, recording with Aaron Mayer. We're meeting at Mazatlan at 6:30. We're not recording there. It's just to get together. It's like an after party. We're going to be, having food at Mazatlan and Enumclaw, and then heading out to Cole Street Brewery and Bordeaux Wine Bar to help celebrate the 100,000 downloads. And those are the sponsors as well. Tag yourself there. Show your servers that you've tagged yourself there. Hashtag FullBodyCast and get 15% off your drinks. And then also something with your food. Who knows what Andy will do for you. Shout out the Patreons as well. Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Homer Robertson, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Apollo Doodle, Jackson Sidehook, Sasha Carey Lynn, Thomas Savageau, Councilman Anthony Wright, Sage Hills Golf and RV Resort, Cameron Stratton, Real Estate Agent, Katri Hoban, and Homer Robertson again. A double dip of Homer Robertson, who forgot his card, re-signed up, and then now he got updated his other card, and now I'm drawn twice on Homer. I shout him out every day. But we've got on the mic right now Mark Herbert Schmidt. Mark, what's up, buddy?
Not much, dude. I like the call out for HR, dude.
He's the man. He was on one of your episodes.
Oh, no, I was just saying HR, like not really Homer Robertson, but just HR.
Just the HR?
Yeah.
Dude,
HR department, dude.
That
should be his podcast, dude. The HR. Call HR.
The HR department. That's a good one. That's a great one. Yeah, no, I had to kill just a huge spider just now, and I missed the attempts like 5 times. Thankfully, this spider probably wanted to die. It was one of those massive spiders that you find in your bathroom every once in a while. Yeah. And my daughter called me because she's like, "Hey, there's a spider," and I go, "No," because I was scared too. Because earlier today I was going in the bathroom and I see this gigantic spider on the floor, and it was like one of those rings that you can get, for Halloween.
Yeah.
And my daughter, my little 7-year-old, put it out there to scare me, which she did. So when my 20-year-old daughter called me, she's like, "Hey, you got to kill the spider." I'm like, "Nah, that's just a fake one." "That's fake?" I said, "Well, where is it?" It's on the floor, right?" She's like, "No, it's on the wall." I go in there. Sure enough, it's a real spider. It looks just like one of those spider ring ones. And so I'm thinking maybe it was like checking it out. Like he was like, "Oh, hey, look at that."
It's like a Pinocchio spider. It just goes from fucking being fake to real.
No, because that other one was fake. And I thought maybe it was like, how they bring out does, every once in a while, to go deer hunting. Mm-hmm. Maybe that fake ring one is looking like a hot, sexy female spider.
Yeah. It's just
came out to mate.
Yep.
Ready to roll.
Hell yeah, dude.
How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. My brother, he would always have this thing where if he's seen a spider, he would just fucking slug it with his bare fist and just splatter it all over his knuckles. And he would just leave it like a tattoo on the wall. So if like he saw one on the ceiling, he'd just punch it and it'd just splatter its guts all over the place.
Really?
And he'd just let it sit there. Like a year later, he'd be like, "Oh, dude, remember that fucking one you just blasted?"
Where's your brother at right now?
In Bonnie Lake.
Penitentiary?
No.
have they found the bodies yet? That's like a psycho. That's like a serial killer.
It's awesome.
Holy cow!
That's like, some people paint. That's his
art form.
That's his artistic expression right there.
It's impressive, man. I mean, that's got some. I mean, I'd like to. Maybe we need to get him to talk to Jacqueline Morgley Loyable. She's psychiatrist, or therapist, I should say. Therapists just check out like what's going on in that brain of his.
It's like interpreting dreams and shit.
What's your craziest thing that you would say that you do on a regular? Something like that.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I don't think what you're actually saying is you can't narrow down anything because
Off
you
the
do
top of my head.
so many crazy things. Not creepy, crazy things.
Yeah.
But like, you used to back in the day, I know we bring this up every so often, but like planking anywhere. Like you do some like rando stuff. Maybe I should ask the question, what's a normal thing that you do that's not as random?
I got lame, dude. Like,
did you?
I don't go out and do anything anymore. So it's like
because you got a girl.
Yeah,
you got a girl now.
That's why I was like, you got to give me like trigger words. Otherwise, I'm like, I need to have a conversation with somebody for the ideas to come. I just don't think of them off the top of my head because I just don't have access to weird shit to fucking get my memory or my thoughts going.
That's okay, man. You just be you. You're good at that. I do always and forever appreciate what you've been able to bring to the podcast. When you've been able to do it, when I've been able to do it, it seems like my schedule is a little rough. Your schedule's a little rough as well. Mm-hmm. But you did mention something through the text messages, which I know you've mentioned on the podcast before. A little side job, moving still. Now, at this age of, you got to be, 41, 42?
Oh, yeah.
How is that helping people move? 20s, it makes sense, with backs, and it's like you don't know what you've done.
It's totally funny that you mentioned that because starting tomorrow, I'm going to the chiropractor 3 times a week for corrective care, right? Dude, I found out when I went to, because I was going to a chiropractor in Maple Valley, and I was like, man, I just don't feel like I'm getting any progress,
Yeah.
And part of it was just years of fucking up my back.
From helping move.
Working at rock quarries, shoveling in tunnels and shit all day. And so I went to this new guy in Enumclaw over by Frankie's. And he adjusted me and he adjusted my shoulder. He's like, dude, your shoulders have been dislocated.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, you've just been walking around with dislocated shoulders, man.
So who was your chiropractor?
Last name is Smith.
This one? This new one?
I believe that's his name.
This new one. In town?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's his last name. I got to double check. But so I'm going to start going 3 times a week to undo years and like decades of just fucking my back up. Remember in high school where I'd carry like a 50-pound backpack on one shoulder and shit all the time? Probably started there. Fucking boxes of Airheads and Sour Patch Kids and that shit.
Yeah, man, you were the candy man. Look at a nice picture of you.
Not Tony Todd though.
It's been a bit. So, all right, let's throw some. So you were talking about word association. Throw out some words and let's warm you back up. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to ask some questions first, but we're not going to do word association yet. But you're very good. When I picture your mind, and you probably do have done this too. You draw a squiggly line, maybe a little circle, a little triangle, and then all of a sudden, you can kind of make, that kind of looks like a forest, or it kind of looks like a wacky dog face, and then you draw the rest of it. Are you kind of the same way? I
just need something like just to go off of, like, for example, like somebody had those barcodes, that you scan with your phone.
Yeah.
So this customer came in, he's like, dude, I seen this barcode on this on somebody's minivan on the back, and he's like, I was curious. So I go up and scan it, and I just fucking got Rick rolled, dude.
Do you ever think of stuff and go, that's hilarious, I wish I thought of that?
Yes. When my brother sent me a t-shirt, my brother sent me a picture of this t-shirt that had Magic Johnson and said, stay positive. It's like, I wish I thought of that shit. I was like, it's totally the type of shit I come up with, but somebody fucking beat me to it.
Oh, man. And then you start wondering out loud, or no, maybe not out loud, but you start wondering yourself, like, man, there's someone out there that has that my same, like,
oh yeah,
creative mind that can just meld things together that not many people would be able to.
One of my best friends, Jordan, the one that passed away a couple years back, that was the guy that if I hung out with him, man, we'd be fucking coming with some crazy shit
for hours.
Oh yeah,
just cracking each other up back and forth.
It was just he had a fucked up mind, dude. And we would just come up with.
Did it scare you?
Oh no, it was awesome because it's like he totally was on the same wavelength, man. We would just fucking go back and forth with just the funniest fucking ideas. I bought these like Darth Maul lightsabers. And like I never fucking put batteries in them, and it was just a fucking inside joke of ours and shit.
That was the joke? Was
Like,
it?
we just always thought it was funny. Like, I even brought him, like, when we went to go see Joey Diaz, I was all in spice and shit, so I packed these lightsabers in the back of this. Did I ever tell you this story?
No.
So we were catching one of those lift buses or some bolt buses up to Oregon to go see Joey Diaz 2 nights in a row, and he bought this brand new Vanilla Ice style leather jacket, like an American flag leather jacket, because he wore USA fucking everywhere he went. It was like he was like a WWE wrestler, dude. He was always fucking wearing Macho Man Randy Savage shit.
Yeah.
And
so he was cool, and all that stuff's coming into play now.
Oh, yeah.
So he had the Pit Viper stuff all before it was like a big thing to do. Okay, keep going.
And so I'm like, I got this backpack and I got these fucking lightsabers. I don't know why I packed them, probably because I was smoking spice and shit. So picks me up, and then we're hitting this gas station over before we get on the bus, and I go in the bathroom to just fucking smoke a bowl of spice, right? And I got so fucked up, like, instantly. I'm, like, losing track of time. It's like a butterfly effect type of shit going on, like, and the guy's like, what is your friend doing in there? What is your friend doing in there? And I come out and I'm like, I didn't steal shit. You can check my backpack. Like, he's like, dude, what the fuck, man? And I'm just like, yep. It's like a water boy, which brings me to my next point, children. Don't smoke crack. With LT and shit.
So comedy shows, comedy right now has become a big thing. Obviously the pandemic, people kind of stuck at home, and I think Netflix kind of pushed a lot of like specials, and then other comedians start doing their own YouTube specials. But for me, I kind of my cousin Aaron got me into like Kill Tony with Tony Hinchcliffe. I don't know if you've ever seen any Kill Tony.
He's a interesting looking person. He kind of has like a Don Knotts unique look to him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, and I love this show, and so through that I'm introduced. I'm a big I'm loving Shane Gillis. I went blank. Comedy.
I thought you were going to say Norm Macdonald.
No, I almost said Norm Macdonald, but I haven't watched a lot of his old stuff.
I saw him live at the
So I was going to ask
parlor.
you. Start throwing some. You don't have to say stories yet, but just give me some names of some comedy shows. Joey Diaz is one of them. Who else have you seen?
I've seen so many people. I've seen George Carlin, Robin Williams, like one of the funniest ones.
In person?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when I saw Robin Williams, me and my buddy just decided to go last minute. My buddy Mike, and we bought tickets off Scalpers, and we weren't even sitting together. Like, I bought one off this girl and her dad were going because she broke up with her boyfriend and had an extra ticket. So I bought her extra ticket off.
So
her.
You sat with them?
It's like this was supposed to be my boyfriend's ticket, but we broke up, so I got an extra. So I was like, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And I saw AC/DC and Metallica earlier that week, and so my voice was gone.
Yeah.
And so I'm like laughing.
But
like,
just like
I'm crying from laughing so hard that I look like a fucking mime on psychedelics and shit, dude. Like no noise is coming out, and I'm just like in tears.
Yeah.
And they're probably like,
what do we
the
do?
hell? Who do we sell a ticket to?
Hopefully they didn't see any of our personal information. Now Austin, I think is it or Houston?
The mothership? Are you talking about Joe?
Yeah,
Rogan's?
where's that at? Is that?
It's in Texas, I believe.
I think is it Houston or Austin?
I can't remember, but you're talking about Rogan's Comedy Club,
Mothership.
where they have to check in all their stuff, so you can't record nothing,
Can't record
and
anything.
try to get anybody canceled.
Right, dude. And then it has all those, has everyone that I'm super interested. In fact, because of Kill Tony, Hans Kim from Seattle is going to be up at Tacoma this weekend. I won't be able to make it, but it's like, man, that'd be fun to go see. And
I think I've only been to Tacoma Comedy Club once. I saw Jason Mewes there.
oh yeah,
In Clerks, when they make that sign that says "I eat cock" and they put it on the door, and they knock on the door, and Dante comes up, and it's like that comic book cloud that makes it look like he's saying it.
Yeah.
I made one of those, and I was gonna try to do it to Jason Mewes, but he didn't have no meet and greet afterwards.
oh yeah, he came to Enumclaw.
I saw him when AJ Wilkerson opened for him.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that guy?
No,
He's got Tourette's and autism or something. Guy was hilarious.
really
in person.
pretty good.
He's pretty funny.
And then they also had Pauly Shore here. Were you here for the Pauly Shore one?
I didn't see that one. Have you ever seen that meme that says that if they ever do a movie about Richard Simmons, that Pauly Shore should play him?
Yeah.
Because he looks like him now.
What's up?
I just want to meet him.
You want to meet Mark real quick? Yeah. Come shake his hand if you'd like.
How's it going?
That's what do you say? What do you like? Introduce your name. Hi,
Hi, my name is Jacqueline.
That's good. Don't tell me. I already know that. You tell him. Shake his hand and you say it.
My name is Mark.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline.
I remember when we used to try to record in the living room.
Yeah.
And you would always be talking to her during the podcast.
Yep. Jacqueline, get out of here. Go. Hey, we don't have much time. Me and Mark don't have much time, okay? We got to go. Jacqueline.
Were you here?
No, that's
I
not.
am not.
Do you see him there? Hey.
I'm
go.
the stranger in the background.
Yeah, get out of here. Go. He took the picture. Get out of here. Go. Love you. Bye. Have fun. It's going to be raining here in the next few days, so you better go enjoy it. Ride your bike around outside and stuff.
I want to do it in the front.
Not right now. I got to have you leave. I don't have Mark much. I've got a lot tonight, okay? Go.
Okay, I'm going, but Cannon make it and Maddie will never watch me when I do it.
I'm sorry to hear that. You have better relatives, including your dad. Shut the door. Love you. Bye. Ah, my goodness.
It just makes it that much more authentic.
It's good. And then your gal has, how old are the kids that she
4
is? So you're kind of used to the whole
twin 4-year-olds.
nonstop like attention.
Yep.
You get along well with them?
Yeah.
The 4-year-olds.
Sometimes like I'm their best friend, and other times like you smile and say, "Hey, how was your day?" and they get all pissy, and it's like, okay.
Oh, they're teenagers.
No. But they will be like that when they're teenagers, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, my Madden just turned 20. Megan and she's graduated, obviously. Megan's graduated. She's turning 19 in February. Kane he's turning 16 in 2 days. And then Jacqueline turned 7 she turned 7 in June. So all this stuff is hold on. All the sorry, I've got to go pick up a dog, or not pick up a dog, but pick out a dog. So my daughter's buying it, so she's all excited. But she's jazzed. It's the same mom. Is the same mom for Jack. What we have for Goose, I should say, and who we have had Goose for 2 years now. And the mom, this is her last litter. So
you're gonna name this dog Duck?
Maverick.
Duck, Goose. 2 dogs named Duck and 1 named Goose.
No, but you know the jack off story, right? I think I've told you that story, right?
Yeah. When the dog was jumping on you, jack off.
My neighbor's probably like, what is this guy saying?
Speaking of Duck, Goose, we were at a comedy show, me and Jim bought this shirt that says, an orgy is just an adult game of Duck, Goose.
And that's one of those ones where you're like, man, I wish I would have thought of that T-shirt before.
Oh, yeah. I'd say one of the ones I'm most proud of is the one where I got a picture of Helen Keller, and underneath her face it just says, hear no evil, or see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and nobody knows who the hell is it supposed to be.
This is what we're talking about. Okay, so let's throw some word association at you before I have to lock this one up and get out of here. So we're going to say word association. I'm going to say it. You're going to go with it. You good with this?
Yeah.
Warm me up a little bit. And it could be
Sure.
it could be a story. It could be a joke. It could be something that reminds you of anything. We're going to go with,
actually, I got a topic real fast for you.
Go for it.
So,
yeah.
you know that Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Yes.
So I went and saw that. I thought it was like a prequel or a sequel to that Nicolas Cage movie, like where he's some security guy at a Chuck E. Cheese or something. And I go in there, and I feel like a high school class rented out the entire movie theater, and I'm the only one in there that wasn't part of the field trip. And these kids are getting into it big time, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
those jump scares. So my kid was.
I don't even think it was jump scares. I think it was just because it was like something they've been waiting for forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they were reacting on the level of everybody finding out for the first time that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father, that type of reaction. They're like, "Oh my God, whoa!" They're freaking out.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What is this?
Am I in a fucking Black Mirror episode or something?
Yeah, no, you were, because my son, who was probably 6, 7, maybe 7 or 8 at the time, Madden was probably like 10, 11. She found Five Nights at Freddy's, the video game. And it was a little computer game, if you know anything. Have you heard about it?
I heard about this after I was
Afterwards,
confused.
yeah. So those kids, I mean, that's like, they've been waiting for this movie for like 8 years, maybe 10 years. And so some of them, my kids went. One was a little disappointed. Other ones was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, that'd be just like.
But I mean, I'm almost to 1 million points on Regal points, right?
Yeah.
And out of that many years of seeing movies, this reaction was totally exaggerated and not warranted, for the quality of the movie. And there's stuff that me and you were waiting for to come out forever, and still nothing like that. Like,
well, here's the thing. So we had some, and let's rank these real quick. You give me out of 5 stars, the adapted TV show to the movie, okay? Or the adapted movie from like something else, okay? So I would say that, and we've talked about this one because it's on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We talked about the Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah.
So it was a Pizza Hut, right? That
the
commercial?
pizza commercial with all the kids from Mighty Ducks.
but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I would say solid, probably 4 to 4.5. I would give that rating.
Oh yeah, like the first one was great.
Yeah, but then
the second one was all right, and the third one I never even watched all of it.
What was the TMNT power? It was the turtle power, but it was done by Vanilla Ice.
Oh yeah, go Ninja, go Ninja,
go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja.
We just Kevin Baconed our way back to Vanilla Ice.
Yeah,
dude.
was that TMNT 2 or
yeah? That was the second one.
That was the second one. The Secret of the Ooze.
Yep, with the Super Shredder.
Yes, yeah. So it was. I'd give that one like a 2.5.
Oh yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're a kid, you watched a lot of dumb shit. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I felt like it was an earnest movie that was made into a
dude. That's my girlfriend's kid's favorite movie. I showed them Ernest Scared Stupid.
It's such a good one.
And they fucking love that.
Mayak.
They were originally scared of the troll.
Oh, for sure.
It scared the shit out of them. And then I started getting them to laugh and kept saying Stinky.
Yeah.
Because he looked like he smelled like shit, right?
Yeah,
And so
yo.
now every time they see him, I want to watch Stinky.
Okay, so then what about the Super Mario Brothers movie?
With Bob Hoskins?
Yes. What would you give the ranking on that out of 5?
Terrible.
1.5?
I mean, it was terrible.
But who was Luigi in it?
It was John Leguizamo.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, it's crazy because he got mad and he was saying that that Chris Pratt should not be playing one of the characters because he's not Italian. It's like, either are you, motherfucker. Like, you're not Italian either.
Right. All right, let's see. Let's think of, was there anything else besides Super Mario Brothers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that was eventually...
G.I. Joe?
I never saw that movie. Is that pretty good?
I wouldn't say it was good. But at least that's the thing is, like, the stuff you were waiting to come out and watch, like the stuff that came out, like, was big when you were a kid or whatever, years later... It's like, at least I could be honest with myself and say, like, this was not a good movie. And these kids were like, that's the best movie I ever saw. 10 out of 10. And they're freaking out. And I called Mike Japlinski. Well, I called my brother first. And I was like, dude, what the fuck am I missing, dude? I am so confused right now. I feel like Idiocracy is, like, playing out in live, like, playing out live, right? And then... He's like, I don't know, man. I'll have to look into it because I'm like, dude, I am so confused, man. Yeah. Like, this is weird. It was just so weird. And then I call Mike, and Mike's in Trader Joe's, and I'm like, what the hell just happened tonight? He was in tears, crying when he was like at Trader Joe's, and I think he was like, dude, I gotta leave the store, man. I'm like crying inside the store. I can't even stop laughing.
The Sonic the Hedgehog movies, pretty good. I like the most recent one. I don't know if you've been able to watch that.
I know Jim Carrey's in it, but I haven't seen any of those.
That was pretty good. Did you ever watch? I'm sure you have because I feel like you have watched so many movies. But I just now saw some like TikTok reels or whatever, Facebook reels of it. But the what was the Cabbage Patch Kids? What was the other? The Garbage Pail Kids?
They had a terrible movie.
Did you watch that movie?
I think I tried to, but it was so terrible. So terrible. I mean, even when you were a kid, it was cringy. It was like My Pet Monster type of crap. You know what I mean?
Well, what's the one with Well, I remember watching Mac and Me and thinking that was
yeah,
gonna
with
be
the
so cool.
McDonald's
It was
scene where they're all
terrible.
dancing at McDonald's. Remember the
McDonald's.
kid just ghost rides down the staircase in the wheelchair?
Did you see the thing where they would play that? Like, what's his name? Who's Ant-Man? What's that actor?
Oh, Paul Rudd.
Did you see where every time he went on Conan O'Brien's show to did you ever see this? You know what I'm talking about? You should watch it. Every time he went on to Conan O'Brien, anytime he went to promote his show or his movie that he ever here's a trailer or here's a little clip from it. It was always that kid going down the hill in his wheelchair and flying into,
That's awesome.
into the Lake River thing.
Speaking of Paul Rudd, dude, I'm so confused in my job. Like, you got people that drive like these super expensive vehicles, right? And it's like, how the hell do you make this kind of money when you have like no common sense? Like, they'll have like a Honda or like a Tesla and they'll buy like the biggest Traeger we have. And even if you take it outside of the box, that shit is not going to fit in your car.
Right. And
not only do they not realize that there's no way it's going to fit in their car, but they don't even have it cleared out yet. So you like cart it out there and it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me get all this stuff moved around. And it's like, it ain't going to help. You got to come back with a truck. It's like, this ain't fucking PIM Industries where we just shrink shit down like fucking Zelensky, dude. Like,
that would be, that's my own, but that's your pet peeve for customers. That's my pet peeve about me. Cause I'll see like, oh sweet, Fred Meyer's got a sweet deal on a nice huge TV. And then I'm like, I'll buy it. And then I'm like, how the heck am I going to get this home now? I got to like rent a U-Haul truck to get this thing home. Like, it's costing me everything I saved on it. I got to go or bug somebody to come pick it up. Dude, that's got to be like the worst thing.
I think my biggest pet peeve is when I'm like bringing pallets of soil out front to the front parking lot from behind the store.
Yeah.
And right by the nursery in our rental yard, I'm always turning right to go behind the store. And I'm always waiting when somebody's going straight. And they never use their blinker. And I'm always like, son of a bitch. Like, I waited for you because I didn't want to cut you off in a forklift. And nobody ever uses the blinker there. And it drives me nuts, man. It's like one of them stats where they say you've like spent this many years of your life brushing your teeth or something like that. It's like, how many years of my life are going to be gone from waiting for some asshole to use their blinker, dude?
That's good. That's good. Well,
how you doing in fantasy football?
I was thanks for reminding me.
You got to set your team for tonight.
No,
man.
Here's what I did. I'll tell you this. I was actually thinking about this with you. I was thinking, he would. My kid's going nuts out there. Put that microphone.
No, that's my ringer. It's the screaming goats from Thor.
Oh, it is? Is that really?
Yeah, listen.
Dude, why would you want that?
Because it's funny, dude.
That is good.
It's just Puget Sound Blood Bank. Vampires are trying to get my blood again.
So I was playing this guy in my Yahoo leagues, my cousin. I'm at 88.2. He's at 95.48.
Mm-hmm.
But last night I'm projected for 130. The reason why was because my quarterback still hadn't played. I got Josh Allen. I got 4 spots. So I just took it out to make him think that he won. Without looking at if you looked at the
yeah. You benched him and then you put it right back in the day.
So right now I'm putting him back in because the game's going to start.
Dude, I do that with trades, man. Like when you have so many good players, but they're on bye weeks and you need a spot. What I'll do is I'll like, for example, I had the tight end for Detroit and I was like, shit, man. So what I did is I needed he was on a bye week, but I needed somebody. So I waited until like a minute before game time and dropped him, and then use somebody else. That way nobody could use him against me, and then the next week he'd be on a bye week, so unless they wanted to pick up somebody that was useless for a whole week, I knew I'd just put in a waiver and get him right back and stuff.
I think I may have screwed myself over. It's not letting me do this now.
Oh, shit. Is it locked?
I don't know.
Oh, damn. Joke's on you. Dude, I'll tell you one thing, man. Trying to do 93 leagues is very, very hard, man.
Dude, that's so good.
Because every time I put in my waivers, by the time I get to that 93rd team, everybody else already beat me to it.
I love that you've got all of those friggin'...
The other hard thing is, like, for example, Jamar Chase. He had a question mark next to him.
Yeah.
It's like, you ain't going to know until 90 minutes before game time. And I'm like, I won't even know what leagues he's in unless I got a notepad and, and this cheat sheet, because I'm going to have to try to scramble through 93 teams and then try to like get another player, drop a good player. So like there was a couple leagues where I was like, I'll just ride it out and see if he plays, and if he does, awesome. If he doesn't, then I'm screwed. And there was like 3 or 4 leagues where I benched him and put somebody else in, and of course he has like a good game even though his back's messed up.
Dude, I'm now like a terrible. Oh, I gotta leave anyways. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Mark, thank you for coming on.
It was fun.
We'll have you on again. I started making some short notice that we're gonna go get a puppy, and I got the call last night. I was like, oh, you gotta come here.
Oh, dude, one more thing, man. So like I went.
You got 30 seconds.
Okay, so I went to go get Italian food Friday night with my girlfriend, and then we just killed time at Cedars. We got dinner, went back to Cedars, and my buddy's like, dude. I was like, what's going on? He's like, dude, some guy was like cursing at me like a week or 2 ago. I was doing karaoke and he didn't have this song and he was fucking cursing me out.
Is Adrian?
Well, either way, I didn't know that, but like, he's like, dude, this guy was like cussing me out and the security had to remove him and all that shit. I was like, dude, that's wild, man.
You know who exactly what it was. That was Adrian. I was with him. It was a lot of fun. I love hanging out with Adrian. I would just love to see both of you guys be in the same room at one point to see how that goes.
I wouldn't have any problem.
I figure you would. He and Adrian, he'd probably be cool with it too. He just gets mad about the littlest things, and I think it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, I was with him. So that was your buddy that was talking about it, huh? He said, "Oh yeah."
Oh no, I was like, so what's new? And he's like, dude, some guy was all pissed off at me because I didn't have this song he wanted to sing. And I was like, he
wanted Nirvana.
I was like, dude, I know you will get any song if it's available if somebody asks you for it.
Jamie had him download. We went there the other night for Jamie's birthday. I gotta go, but it was Hollywood Undead. The guy downloaded Hollywood Undead.
Oh shit, I haven't heard that band in a minute, dude.
Jamie was like, everywhere I go. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. Thanks, Mark.
All right.
Warning. Proceed with caution. Hazardous conditions ahead. Slippery when wet. Watch for falling objects. Prepare yourself for entering the mind and thoughts of Mark Herbert Schmidt. 20 minutes to leave your mark.